read the safety notice on the way in. No flash photography inside the caves. Please, you're welcome to take photographs.
There's a witch, man. You see the witch? That's all I've got. Oh. So we've got to find the witches, Mia. How many witches do you think we'll be able to find? 2 witches, huh? Okay. Let's see if we can find 2 witches.
Oh, yeah, you're all here. Right, I think I will. I'll start. Well, anyway, welcome to Wookey Hole Caves. My name's Graham. I'm taking you through the caves today. I was saying to the early arrivals, you'll notice a slight change in temperature. It's 10 degrees in the caves all year round, about 95% humidity. It's very good for aging cheese and wine. You'll see some cheese and wine in the caves being aged. We also have hibernating bats. They're not here at the moment. We may see the odd one, but you'll notice a change. What I like to promise is you actually come out the exit about 45 minutes time. You'll feel like you're going into a tropical country. Right, bit of geology. Basically the rock we're going through in the cave is called dolomitic conglomerate or pudding stone. It's a mixture of limestone and sandstone mixed together. It forms quite a tough rock, but water can get into it and dissolve it. And if you find a crack, they open it up and eventually you will have large caves. And if there's sufficient water, you will have rivers running through it. We think a river Axe ran through here probably several 100,000 years ago. He discovered a crack in the rock, opened it up, and the river dropped and dropped again until it's about 70 feet below us. This left a nice dry chamber. And we know that the Celts, about 2,000 years ago, used this chamber as really to house their animals, their goats, pigs, sheep. The reason they did that was quite simple, because outside there were still packs of wolves which would attack the flocks. So they used this as like a sort of cattle shed. They disappeared about AD 6, possibly in conflict with the Romans, and it was then, this place was left unoccupied for about 1,000 years. And then about 1,000 years ago, we've got evidence of an old lady using the caves to live in. 100 years ago, archaeologists discovered the remains of an old lady. Round her were a knife, some pottery, a key so she could actually lock and unlock the caves, and also an alabaster ball, rather like a crystal ball. And obviously that has given rise and enhanced the legend of the witch of Wookey Hole. The legend goes basically something like this, that there was someone living in the village. She was perhaps a good looker. She was betrothed to one of the nobleman's sons. She got disfiguring illness, possibly something like smallpox. The village turned against her. They didn't like people with disease. And basically she retreated into the caves to work on her potions to try and restore her beauty. There was no Avon lady calling in those days, and there was no boots up the road to do that. So again, it enhanced its image of someone working in the caves on potions. They didn't particularly like the witch, and the witch didn't particularly like them. So she started to be blamed for all the ills that befell the village. The traditional ones like crops failing, cattle not giving milk, hens stopping laying. They lost their key match, a football match against Cheddar United, and I dare say if they had Wi-Fi or mobile phones in those days, they'd have blamed her for the poor reception we have here. Anyway, the villagers eventually decided to have the witch exorcised or sorted out, and they asked the Abbot of Glastonbury to send someone over to sort her out. He chose Father Bernard, a young French priest, to come over the 8 miles from Glastonbury to here. He may have walked, or some experts think he may have used one of the early exercise bikes to get here. Polite laughter, thank you. He arrived in the village and was warmly met, presumably because he didn't tell terrible jokes like that. When he was walked up the path you've just come, by the villagers, and they stopped at the cave entrance. They said, "Okay, she's in there, mate, you sort her out, and when you've done that, we'll come and see what's happened." So into this chamber Father Bernard came to confront the witch. There she is. The witch did not want to be disturbed. A huge argument broke out. It was so loud the villagers down by the entrance could hear the volume. After a while, the witch had had enough of these arguments, and she decided to run further down into the caves. Father Bernard was reluctant to go with her. He'd been told by the villagers that that passageway led down to hell. So he followed her, he'd be going down to hell. And that's where we're going, so follow me. Watch the steps, they're slippery, use the rail. So the story so far, the witch has come down into this chamber, known as the witch's kitchen, used by Father Bernard. When Father Bernard got in here, it was pitch black. All he could hear was water dripping from the roof of the cave into the river Axe below, like we can hear now. He made his way down to the river, took out his chalice and his cup, scooped up some water, pressed this water, converted to holy water, and started spraying around the chamber. All at once he had a terrifying scream. When he lit his candle and looked around, he noticed that the witch had been turned to stone. Right one. There you are, there she is. The bonnet, the nose, the open mouth, looking out into the river Axe. So the priest, Father Bernard, went out, told the villagers, the witch had been turned to stone, and they came in and had a look. And they also noticed that behind you, the spotlight is, the witch's dog had also been turned to stone. We call it Dougal, after the dog in the magic roundabout. Some people call it a Rottweiler, or possibly it's a Rocker Spaniel. The witch and the dog are stalagmites, basically water dripping from the cave roof, hits the floor, and deposits tiny particles of rock. These build up into huge formations. The one in front of you is known as the giant. It's taken about 100,000 years to accumulate. And there's one in the pool in front of you, which we call St. Michael's Mount, after the island of Cornwall. Above us, by torch, you can see the stalactites hang down. These are straw stalactites. These will eventually join together to make the stony icicle we get around the cave. Below you is the river Axe. It may look like it's standing still, but it's flowing from left to right, and that's the river you'll see when you enter the cave. You have about 11 million gallons of water, about 50 million litres flowing through each day. That funny, milky green colour because of the calcites in the water coming into the cave.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's it.
You can't have the bag back down here, can you?
There's a bit of a puzzle to right hand side people.
Mia was okay, she didn't need the deck.
Right, if you want to sort of go down back to the first couple of steps then, so quite a few people get in.
Okay.
So we'll get you all in, we'll get a good view which you really want, what you paid for.
Okay, Mia. Stand there. Stand here with Dad. Yeah, just got.
I didn't mention when you started, but if you are taking photographs, my advice is to actually keep still while you do it. People try to move to get the right picture, they bang their head. Or a couple of weeks ago, someone was trying to get a great picture, and they walked back further and further backwards and went into that pool behind them. Which was not funny, but it was actually 9 degrees centigrade, very cold, and again now. Spend the next 2 hours wrapped in towels. Right, how are we doing? As always.
Proper caving.
Yes, you want your head to come under here.
Yeah.
smallest cave I can get into. Wow, look at that. Wow. Oh my god, no. That's incredible. Oh.
Oh. Oops, okay. Site of first ever cave dive on the 14th of July 1938. Graham Balcombe and Penelope Powell. 1938. First ever cave dive. You're scared?
Absolutely.
You couldn't do any caving?
No, ever. Yeah, the witch is going to say hello later, so we've got to go and see the witch.
So we're going to find the witches today, haven't we? You having a good time, Mia? You having fun day? Jinx. Jinx again. Synchronization. Oh, shh.
I can't wait to feel outside. What did you say? It's like you walk into the tropics when you come out of caves.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
This has been blasted, hasn't it? This tunnel. Yeah. It's too straight, isn't it? To be natural.
There's the cheese store. Have a look at that. If you're unhappy about height, we'll go a different way. If you want to go into chamber 9, we'll pick up a hard hat, wait for me there.
That's a cheese.
You're taking pictures as you go.
This video is I go around and then edit it when I get home.
Right. I wonder why you were flashing. I thought I got some smart split glow sticks today. Okay, so have a look at the cheese and then go across to the...
Oh, look at that, man. Oh, look at that.
Look at the white bit there.
Oh. Go on then, Mia. Daddy duck.
You've got to be so careful not to hit your bum. By the pool.
Yeah. Go straight down. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Wow. The hat on there.
We'll move down a bit. Yeah. Make sure you got the hats on.
Oh, here we are, small ones.
Small.
Small ones and the orange ones.
Yeah, we've got extra small
You just
food.
need something to cover your head. Don't worry too much about it quickly.
Hey!
Well done.
Mia, let's have a look at you. Oh, you look superb. Look at that.
Could you stop, please? Could you stop? You just hold it there. Thank you. Just wait for the others. Got to make sure you all got hats on.
Mia, look. Where's Mia?
Hang on, I'll pick it up. I would have thought so, wouldn't it? Yeah. By going under from one chamber to the next and underwater. Yeah.
That's where they know how to swim.
He's really enjoying it.
She's going to see a witch.
Looking out for the witches. Rapunzel lanterns. Oh, did you get dripped on there? Ah, me got dripped on. Yeah, I think they got a soft play in Wookey Hole.
Sandwich meal.
Sandwich? Yeah, we'll have a drink. Let me get out. Oh, they got a cave art in there. Yeah. Okay.
You can say that when you're Wookey Hole I They don't have to know what they've done now.
everybody sing the song, doo-dah, doo-dah. Well, everybody sing the song all the doo-dah day. Everybody sing the song, doo-dah, doo-dah. Well, everybody sing the song all the doo-dah day. Everybody sing the song, doo-dah, doo-dah. Well, everybody sing the song all doo-dah day. Everybody sing the song, doo-dah, doo-dah. Well, everybody sing the song all doo-dah day.
go onto TripAdvisor and tell everybody how brilliant these guys are. We hope you've had a brilliant day here at Wookey Hole and look forward to seeing you all again soon. Goodbye!